Jessie Draper, the Valley Girl. What does your company do? Have you ever Googled yourself?
Totally.
What makes a great entrepreneur? What's your next big idea? Tweeting's like my favorite. Let's talk business.
I'm like the Valley Girl.
Practice Fusion is the fastest growing free web-based electronic health record platform in the US. Ryan Howard is the founder and CEO of Practice Fusion. Well, here we are with Ryan Howard of Practice Fusion. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Good. You guys have the coolest office ever, which I think we're going to take a look at
Absolutely.
afterwards.
Give you a tour.
What is Practice Fusion for the people out there who don't know?
It's a few different things, but at its core, it's an electronic health record that allows doctors to run their office. So as a patient, if you're sick, if you call the physician's office, they put you on the calendar using our system. When you check in to the office, they check you in using our system. When the nurse gathers your weight and your vitals, that's done in Practice Fusion. When the doctor takes over and gathers your diagnoses, done on our product. When they write a prescription, that's done in our product as well. We're connected to 70,000 pharmacies, so your prescription is automatically filled at Walgreens or CVS before you leave the office.
70,000 pharmacies?
70,000.
High five!
So we have 150,000 users, 34 million patients under management, so about 10% of the US population, and we handle about 2 million visits a month. We'll see about 70,000 patients today.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, okay, I have a question. You have all these medical records now residing on the internet. What are you going to do with like all the space that all of these medical records used to take up? I was thinking everyone should get a trampoline.
I think that's a great idea.
How are you changing the healthcare industry?
First and foremost, what's critical is making the data available. So the data is just, as a patient, you'll see 18 doctors in your lifetime. And if a doctor doesn't have your medical information, it's life or death. So as I mentioned, 200,000 deaths a year, 195,000 deaths a year. So that's kind of first and foremost the mission, making sure your record's available at every doctor's office you go to. But where we're moving to is, it's a liberation. You can see, you can get to your health records now. And very soon, as I mentioned, that data is only in one place. Let's say you have diabetes. We have millions of diabetic patients on the platform. We will start linking those patients together. As a patient, you'll never go to Facebook and disclose your health information.
Definitely.
So this is that walled garden where you can see the information and you can connect to your own data, then you can connect to other people within the community very soon is something we're focused on. So I think that's really the core and the essence of what we're trying to do is just centralize the data and start bringing people together around their conditions and crowdsource that.
The best thing I think about what you guys are doing in my mind is, I hurt my back like a year ago, and I went to so many different back doctors. And so being able to have them all have all of your history and you not having to re-explain, because I can't tell you how many times I had to re-explain everything, They clearly aren't on your system, which they need to be.
Totally. It seems like everyone we talk to has like this really deep personal experience about this, whether it's firsthand or through a grandparent or a family or sibling or whatever it may be, and that's aligned with what we're doing. Let's say you build a prescription reminder service, and it's just a little app on your phone, right? And you're trying to distribute it. Identifying doctors to distribute it, we're extremely helpful with that because we have all the engagement. The data you need to run your application, you need Ryan's demographic information, what Ryan's taking, how often he's taking it, refill, where it needs to get refilled at. We have all that data. So we're bringing in partners that are leveraging our community and our data to build other applications. And so we're seeing, we're just launching right now a telemedicine platform. So as a patient, you can actually real-time get a hold of the doctor at midnight tonight on a Friday night and talk to the doctor and have a script waiting for you at the 24-hour Walgreens.
Tell me a little about your background, because have you always been just incredibly passionate about the healthcare industry?
I think I might have been a late bloomer. During my 20s, I was a product manager for a number of different companies. I brought a bunch of products to market, and during that cycle, like the story I always tell, I was connecting like Walmart with all their suppliers. So like Breyer's ice cream and Rubbermaid trash cans. And
didn't you did something with, you made rubber gloves?
I made rubber gloves. Yeah, who tells her these
I
things?
don't know. I found
You were way too informed.
What challenges have you guys been facing?
I think the biggest thing is everything comes down to people. It's all people. It's like I kind of deconstruct the macro world, like everything's people, process, and systems, and the right person can figure out the process and system to implement. It's just culture is such a important part of the relationship. When you're building your company, think about the level of trust you need in a like a vice president or board member, where
Okay.
they could have control over the company to some extent. In most of those relationships, in an environment where 3 years ago we were 3 people and now we're 150 people,
Wow.
it's inherently, you cannot build enough trust with people in that process to build this. So you're kind of doing this kind of blind faith. You know, you have my trust until it's broken. Where some of my senior leaders I've known for over a decade, where we built trust over time, and that's usually how trust is built. The relationship process. It's challenging. I think if you meet a venture capitalist and you meet
Right.
them for 3 meetings and they put cash in your company and come on your board, it's like going to Vegas, getting hitched. And the flaw with that is that you can, in Vegas, I can get divorced.
Yeah.
With a board member, you can't. And that, it's true, and that's the problem. And so it's really challenging, and you become really, really good at, you're going to pay, you're going to either, with any relationship, you're going to put the time in up front to learn about the person, and you can't in this environment.
I heard you just got a dog.
I just got a dog. I just rescued a German Shepherd. She's gorgeous. She's a little black and tan, 2 years old, super sweet. She's good so far.
Well, I was thinking we should. She's not named yet.
We don't have a name for her. No, she has no, she has no name.
Let's think of some names.
We're gonna name her after like a feature in the product. Is what we're thinking.
Oh, after a feature.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Awesome.
chart share.
Chart share.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, chart share.
Hey, chart share.
Chart share.
What do you have for ideas?
I don't know. You know, what does she embody? I haven't met her yet. So
She actually has a little pink on her.
she has a little pink.
Yeah.
So it's a girl.
It is a girl.
She has a pink. She has some pink. She's a German Shepherd.
She is a German Shepherd.
Snickerdoodle.
That is exactly what I was thinking. We have like a psychic connection. This is good.
You know, people have told me that
Yeah,
before.
yeah, I feel it.
What is one piece of advice you would leave for a new entrepreneur that you have learned over your, time here?
One of my sayings is, control your destiny by maintaining control. Just, your composure, the way you address your team and work with them, and then the people you're interacting with, the way you structure your board. All these things are super critical for the long-term success of your company.
So maintain composure while, say that again.
Control your destiny by maintaining control.
I like that.
Thanks.
That's something I've never heard before.
I made that up, I think.
I'm impressed.
Don't Google that, though. Maybe I didn't. I might not have.
It might have just
It
come
might have
from-
just come from someone else.
Well, this was so nice. You are just absolutely wonderful,
I
Ryan.
appreciate your time so much. This has been great.
Okay, well, let's check out the
Let's do
office.
it. Come on.
So he's wearing pink.
Yes.
You guys match.
I'm like the Valley Girl.
And I am like Ryan Howard of Practice Fusion.
And now it's time for your ditz moment.
Do I want a job? I thought you said, do you want to jump?
Oh, no, do you want to?
Because I always want to jump. Let's jump. Let's jump.
Oh,